Podcast Voice of English.
Hey friends, John here. Welcome back to the podcast Voices of English. In this episode, I'll speak slowly so you can listen, repeat, and practice along with me. So relax, follow along, and let's learn together. Today's topic is one of the most powerful ways to sound natural in English, listening like a native speaker. If you've ever thought, why do native speakers talk so fast? Or how can they understand each other when the words blend together? This episode is for you. We'll explore how natives really listen, how rhythm, stress, and intonation shape meaning. And I'll give you a simple 10-minute daily plan to train your ear and transform your speaking. By the end of this episode, you'll know how to make listening your superpower. Let's get started.
When you listen to a native English speaker, it can sound fast, smooth, or even blurry. But here's the secret. Native speakers don't listen for every single word. They listen for patterns, for groups of words that carry meaning together. For example, instead of hearing, I don't know what you mean, they hear it as one sound. I don't know what you mean. It's not magic. It's pattern recognition. Native speakers' brains are trained to catch chunks of sound, not separate words. 1. Predictive listening. When natives listen, they constantly predict what's coming next. If you hear, after work, I'm going to, your brain already expects something like the gym, grab dinner, or go home. Even if you miss a few words, your brain fills in the blanks. That's predictive listening, and it's one of the biggest differences between native and learner listening.
2. Reduced forms. English speakers love to connect and reduce words. You've heard it before. Want to becomes wanna. Got to becomes gotta. Did you becomes didja. Going to becomes gonna. So instead of, what do you want to do, you'll hear, what do you want to do? If you try to hear every full word, you'll miss the meaning. But if you learn the sound of reductions, you'll understand instantly. 3. Focus on meaning, not words. Native speakers don't translate. They focus on the message and the feeling. They use context, tone, and rhythm to understand. When you start listening for meaning, not just vocabulary, you'll begin to hear English the way natives do. English is not just words, it's music. It has rhythm, stress, and melody. When you hear English as sound, not text, everything becomes clearer. Let's break it down.
1. Rhythm. English is a stress-timed language. That means some words are strong and others are weak. Listen. I'd like to go to the movies tonight. Do you hear the beat? Like, go, movies, night. Those are the strong beats. Everything else, I'd, to, the, to, is shorter and faster. Native speakers naturally shorten the weak words to keep the rhythm steady. So instead of, I would like to go to the movies tonight, they say, I'd like to go to the movies tonight. That's the rhythm of real English. 2. Stress. Stress changes meaning. Listen carefully. I didn't say she stole the money. Depending on which word you stress, the meaning changes. I didn't say she stole the money. Someone else did. I didn't say she stole the money. I didn't actually say it. I didn't say she stole the money. Maybe someone else did. I didn't say she stole the money. Maybe she borrowed it. Same words, different stress, completely different meaning. When you train your ear to catch stress, you understand not just what someone says, but what they mean.
3. Intonation. Now let's talk about intonation, the melody of English. English speakers use pitch to express emotion and attitude. A rising tone often means a question or uncertainty. A falling tone shows confidence or finality. A mixed tone can show surprise, doubt, or emotion. For example, really? Rising tone means are you serious or surprise? Really? Falling tone means yes, it's true. When you start hearing how something is said, you unlock a whole new level of understanding. Now, let's practice some techniques that will help you train your ear to listen like a native. Exercise 1. Shadow listening. Choose a short clip, maybe 10 to 20 seconds. Listen carefully 3 times. Then repeat exactly what you hear. Don't focus on every word. Focus on sound, rhythm, and tone. It's like singing along to your favorite song. This builds your listening muscle. Exercise 2. Chunk recognition. Play a short sentence and write down what you hear in groups. You hear, gonna get it done. You write, gonna get it done. That's chunk recognition, the skill of separating speech into natural sound groups. Exercise 3. Intonation mapping. Pick a short dialogue and draw arrows to show pitch. For example, are you coming? Rising tone. Yes, I am. Falling tone. You'll start seeing how tone adds emotion and structure to speech. Exercise 4. Reduced form dictation. Listen to natural, fast English and write down exactly what you hear. You'll catch phrases like kinda, sorta, lemme, or oughta. You'll see how written and spoken English differ, and your brain will begin to connect the two.
Ready to build your listening power? Here's a simple daily plan. Just 10 minutes a day, that's all you need. Minute 1 to 2, warm-up listening. Play a short, familiar clip. Listen once without subtitles. Focus on rhythm and tone, not every word. Minute 3 to 5, active listening. Play a new clip and listen 3 times. First, for general meaning. What's happening? Second, for details. Who, what, when. Third, for sound. Notice reductions and stress. Write down a few interesting phrases. Minute 6 to 8, shadow practice. Play a 10-second part. Repeat it aloud, exactly how you hear it. Match the rhythm, tone, and flow. Do it 3 or 4 times. Minute 9, intonation focus. Choose one line. Say it in different emotions. Happy, serious, surprised, curious. This helps you feel the music of English. Minute 10, reflect. Ask yourself, what new sounds did I notice?
Which parts were hard to catch? How did my pronunciation change? Write 1 or 2 notes. This reflection builds awareness, and awareness builds progress. Here's something powerful. The better you listen, the better you speak. Why? Because listening is input, and speaking is output. Your speaking will never be more natural than what your ears have heard. Think about music. You can't play jazz if you've never really listened to jazz. Language works the same way. When your ears get used to English rhythm and melody, your mouth automatically copies it. That's how children learn. Not by studying grammar, but by listening deeply for thousands of hours. So if you feel stuck in speaking, focus on listening first. Not background listening, but active, intentional listening. Every minute you spend training your ear moves you closer to natural fluency. Listening like a native speaker isn't about hearing every word. It's about hearing patterns, feeling rhythm, and understanding meaning through sound. When you train your ear to catch stress, tone, and emotion, you stop translating and you start thinking in English. 10 focused minutes a day can completely change how you understand and speak. So, next time you listen to native English, don't panic if it sounds fast. Listen for rhythm. Catch the emotion. Let your ear guide you. You're not just learning words, you're learning the music of English. And remember, every great speaker was once a great listener. Thanks for joining me today, my friends. Keep listening, keep repeating, and keep learning. I'm John, and this was the podcast, Voices of English. See you next time.